Do you feel that sharp, shooting pain from your lower back down your leg? Or maybe it's a nagging ache that just won't quit. Sciatica pain impacts millions of seniors, making even simple tasks feel impossible. But here's the good news. Relief could be easier than you think. In today's video, we're sharing 7 powerful tips most people overlook that can help you ease the pain and regain your freedom. So if you're ready to feel better and take control of your health, stay tuned, because this could change everything for you. Meet George, a retired craftsman in his late 60s who used to spend his mornings woodworking in his garage. For years, he'd wake up with excitement to start a new project. But then came the pain. A shooting, unbearable ache from his lower back down his leg, sciatica. At first, George thought it would go away, but it only got worse. He tried everything, painkillers, physical therapy, even stretching exercises, but nothing seemed to work. The pain was so bad it kept him from doing what he loved most. He felt frustrated and defeated, like his best days were behind him. But then, one day, George stumbled across a few simple yet powerful tips that completely changed the game. Today he's back in his garage, doing the woodworking he loves, and living a life free from the constant discomfort that once held him back. If you've ever felt like sciatica pain is controlling your life, George's story might sound familiar. The good news is you don't have to suffer in silence. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share the exact 7 tips George used to find relief, and you can try them too. They're easy, effective, and most importantly, overlooked by many people dealing with sciatica pain. So, if you want to feel better and reclaim your life, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more practical tips that will help you live your best life after 60. Let's get started. Tip 1. Avoid prolonged sitting. For many of us, sitting for long periods feels like part of daily life. Whether it's working at a desk, watching TV, or just relaxing, it can be easy to lose track of time. But here's the thing. When you sit for extended periods, especially without moving, you're actually making your sciatica worse. You see, when you sit for too long, it creates extra pressure on your spine and lower back. This can irritate the sciatic nerve, the longest nerve in your body, which runs from your lower back down through your hips and legs. Prolonged sitting leads to compression of this nerve, which not only intensifies pain, but can also make it more difficult to stand or walk. Think about it this way. If you're sitting for hours on end, your body is essentially in a static position, and your muscles, joints and discs aren't getting the movement they need to stay healthy. Over time, this lack of movement weakens your muscles and causes stiffness, making sciatica flare-ups even more intense. But don't worry, there's good news. The solution is easier than you think. The key is movement. You don't have to be up and moving all the time, but even small changes can make a huge difference. Start by using a lumbar support cushion. This helps keep your spine in a more natural position, reducing pressure on your lower back. You can find these cushions online or at most stores, and they're incredibly easy to use. Just place the cushion behind your lower back whenever you're sitting, whether at a desk, in a car or on the couch. It can help align your spine and prevent that nerve compression. But that's not all. The real secret is to alternate sitting and standing every 30 minutes. I know it's easy to get caught up in work or TV and forget about your posture, but setting a timer on your phone or computer can be a game changer. Every half hour, get up, stretch your legs, and move around for a minute or two. If you're working at a desk, take a quick walk to the kitchen or around the house. This simple habit prevents your muscles from tightening and the nerve from getting compressed. And don't forget, standing is just as important as sitting. If you have to sit for long stretches, try to get up and move every 30 minutes. If you can, use a standing desk or just find a few moments throughout the day to stand and stretch. How often do you find yourself sitting for hours without moving? I know I've been guilty of it. Share your experience in the comments below and let us know how you deal with it. The best part about this tip is that it's incredibly simple but effective. Small changes in your daily routine can have a major impact on your pain levels. By simply avoiding prolonged sitting and incorporating more movement into your day, you'll start to feel the difference. So, next time you're sitting for a while, remember, get up, move around, and make those small changes to avoid compressing that sciatic nerve. Your body will thank you for it. Now let's keep going, because the next tip might just surprise you. Stick around for tip number 2. Tip 2. Use heat and cold therapy. When it comes to relieving sciatica pain, heat and cold therapy are two of the most effective and simple treatments available. If you've ever experienced back or leg pain, you've probably heard about these methods, but you may not know exactly how or when to use them for maximum relief. Let's dive into how each therapy works and why alternating between the two can be so beneficial. Cold therapy, the first line of defense against inflammation. Cold therapy is a powerful tool to help reduce inflammation, swelling, and discomfort caused by sciatica. When you apply ice or a cold pack to the affected area, it constricts blood vessels and numbs the area, which helps calm down the inflammation around the sciatic nerve. This can bring immediate relief, especially when the pain is sharp or intense. Imagine this: you're dealing with a flare-up of sciatica, and the pain feels unbearable. Applying a cold pack to the lower back or leg helps to dull the pain almost instantly. Cold therapy works like a magic trick, helping to stop the inflammation at its source and giving you the chance to catch your breath. The best way to use cold therapy is simple. Use an ice pack for about 15 minutes at a time. Make sure to wrap the pack in a thin towel or cloth to avoid direct contact with your skin, which can lead to frostbite. After 15 minutes, remove the ice and let your body return to normal temperature. Cold therapy is most effective when used within the first 48 hours of a flare-up. Heat therapy, loosening tight muscles. While cold therapy is great for inflammation, heat therapy works wonders for relaxing tight muscles and improving blood flow to the affected area. After the inflammation is under control, heat can help reduce muscle stiffness and improve flexibility, which is key in preventing future flare-ups. Think of heat like a soothing, gentle hug for your muscles. Applying a heating pad or warm compress to your lower back or legs helps increase circulation, promoting healing and muscle relaxation. It's especially helpful if your sciatica pain is caused by tight muscles or spasms. The ideal approach is to apply heat for 15 minutes at a time, again making sure to avoid direct contact with the skin. You can use a heating pad, a hot water bottle, or even a warm towel. Some people find it helpful to alternate between heat and cold therapy during the day, using cold in the morning to reduce inflammation and heat in the evening to relax muscles and relieve tension. The power of alternating heat and cold. Now, here's where the magic happens: alternating between cold and heat therapy. This approach works wonders because it combines the pain-numbing effects of cold with the muscle-relaxing benefits of heat. By using both methods, you're targeting both the inflammation and the muscle tightness that contribute to your sciatica pain. Here's a simple routine you can follow to maximize the effectiveness of this therapy. Apply a cold pack to your lower back or leg for 15 minutes. Switch to a heating pad for another 15 minutes. Repeat this cycle up to 3 times a day for optimal relief. Doing this 3 times a day helps reduce swelling, relieve pain, and loosen up the muscles around the sciatic nerve. This routine is easy to follow, requires no complicated tools, and can be done from the comfort of your own home. Have you ever tried heat or cold therapy for your sciatica pain? Which one do you prefer, or have you noticed better results with alternating both? Let us know your experience in the comments below. Quick note about safety. While both heat and cold therapy are safe, it's important to be mindful of how long you use them. Always avoid using heat or cold for too long at a time, no more than 20 minutes in one sitting. It's also important to listen to your body. If at any point you experience discomfort, stop and give your skin a break. Why this works so well? Why does this alternating method work so effectively? Well, cold therapy reduces the pain and inflammation that can worsen the condition, while heat promotes healing and muscle relaxation. Think of it as a 1-2 punch that tackles sciatica from both angles, addressing the root causes and providing quick relief. By consistently following this simple routine, you'll begin to notice a reduction in both pain and stiffness. making it easier to go about your day with more freedom and comfort. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment, just a couple of ice packs, a heating pad, and a few minutes of your time each day. But here's something even simpler that most people don't think of when it comes to relieving sciatica pain. I can't wait to share it with you in the next tip. So, don't let sciatica control your life. With the power of heat and cold therapy, you can start feeling better today. Keep these tips in mind, and let's move on to tip number 3, where we'll talk about an easy but powerful way to relieve tension and improve flexibility. Tip 3. Gentle stretching exercises. If you've ever experienced sciatica, you know how tight and tense your muscles can get, especially around the lower back and hips. The good news is, you don't have to resort to expensive treatments to get relief. Gentle stretching can do wonders for easing that pressure and helping to relieve pain. The right stretches can target the muscles that compress the sciatic nerve, offering much-needed relief. These simple movements help loosen up the muscles, improve flexibility, and reduce the pressure on your lower back and hips. And the best part? You don't have to do them for long. Just a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. Stretch number 1. Knee to chest stretch. Let's start with one of the most effective and easy to do stretches, the knee to chest stretch. This one targets the lower back and glutes, which are often the culprits behind sciatic pain. Here's how you do it. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Slowly bring one knee up toward your chest, keeping your other foot flat on the floor. Hold your knee with both hands for about 20 to 30 seconds, feeling the stretch in your lower back and hip. Release and repeat with the other leg. Do this stretch 2 to 3 times for each leg, holding each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. This gentle movement helps to release tension in the lower back and hips, relieving pressure on the sciatic nerve. Have you tried the knee to chest stretch? Let us know if this one works for you in the comments below. And if you haven't tried it yet, give it a go after watching this video. Stretch number 2, seated spinal twist. Next up is the seated spinal twist, which is perfect for stretching the muscles along your spine and in your lower back. This stretch not only helps relieve sciatic pain, but it also improves spinal mobility. Here's how to do the seated spinal twist. Sit up straight in a chair with your feet flat on the floor and knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Place your right hand on the back of the chair or on your knee and gently twist your torso to the right. Hold the twist for 15 to 20 seconds, breathing deeply as you feel the stretch along your spine and lower back. Return to the center and repeat the twist on the other side. You can do this stretch a couple of times a day, and it's especially helpful in the evening to release tension from the day. The key here is to keep the twist gentle. Don't force it. The goal is to feel the stretch without straining your muscles. Stretch number 3, piriformis stretch. Another great stretch to target the sciatic nerve is the piriformis stretch. The piriformis muscle, located deep in your glutes, can compress the sciatic nerve when it's tight, contributing to pain and discomfort. To do the piriformis stretch, lie on your back with both knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. Grab your left thigh with both hands and gently pull it toward your chest. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then release and switch sides. This stretch targets the deep muscles in your glutes and can really help ease sciatic pain caused by tension in that area. It's a simple but effective way to relieve the pressure on the sciatic nerve. Let's bring George back into the picture. After dealing with sciatica pain for months, he started incorporating these simple stretches into his routine every evening. Just 5 minutes before bed, George would take the time to do a few of these stretches, nothing intense, just gentle movements to release tension and ease the pain. And you know what? The results were incredible. Within a week, George noticed that he was waking up with less stiffness in his back and legs. The sharp pain he used to feel was less frequent, and the dull ache in his lower back was finally starting to ease. He felt more flexible and relaxed, and he didn't need to rely on painkillers or harsh treatments to get through his day. Have you tried these stretches, or do you have other stretches that work for you? Share your favorite stretches for sciatica in the comments below. Your advice could help someone else out there. The real secret to relieving sciatica pain with stretching is consistency. It's not about doing a huge workout or spending an hour on your mat. It's about incorporating these gentle stretches into your daily routine. Just 5 minutes a day can make a world of difference, and over time, you'll notice significant improvements in your flexibility, mobility, and comfort levels. Ready for tip number 4? Here's something that's incredibly easy to do, and you'll be surprised at how much it can help. Don't go anywhere. Tip 4. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can contribute to nerve and muscle pain. You may not realize it, but something as simple as hydration can play a huge role in managing sciatica pain. Dehydration is not just about feeling thirsty. It affects the very tissues and structures that support your spine and sciatic nerve. If you're dealing with sciatica, staying hydrated might just be the missing piece to your pain relief puzzle. When you don't drink enough water, it can lead to dehydration of the spinal discs, the cushions between your vertebrae. These discs rely on water to stay plump and maintain their shock-absorbing properties. When they're dehydrated, they become less effective at cushioning your spine, and this can contribute to compression on the sciatic nerve, worsening your pain. Think of your spinal discs like sponges. When hydrated, they're soft and resilient, providing proper cushioning for your vertebrae. But when dehydrated, they shrink, losing their ability to protect the nerves. This can put additional pressure on your sciatic nerve, triggering pain and discomfort. But it's not just the discs. Hydration also helps muscles function properly. Dehydrated muscles can become stiff and more prone to spasms, which is often a contributor to sciatica pain. Staying hydrated ensures that your muscles are getting the nutrients they need, staying relaxed and functioning well, which reduces the likelihood of painful muscle contractions around the sciatic nerve. Now, I'm sure you've heard the advice to drink 8 glasses a day, but the exact amount of water you need depends on various factors, like your activity level, the weather, and your overall health. A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 64 ounces of water per day. That's about 8 cups or 2 liters. However, seniors often need even more water, especially if they're dealing with chronic conditions like sciatica. Aim for more if you're active, feel thirsty, or notice any signs of dehydration like dry skin or dark urine. Staying on top of your hydration is an easy yet incredibly effective way to help your body function properly and support your healing process. If you find it hard to remember to drink water throughout the day, here's a simple tip. Keep a water bottle with you at all times. Whether it's by your side while watching TV, sitting at your desk, or even on your nightstand, having a water bottle within arm's reach makes it much easier to sip regularly. A lot of people find that they tend to drink more water when they're reminded. So every time you reach for your bottle, think of it as a quick, simple way to help keep those spinal discs hydrated and muscles relaxed. It's a small effort that can lead to big results in reducing your sciatica pain. Let's think back to George for a moment. When he started being more mindful of his hydration, he noticed something interesting. He wasn't waking up with the same stiffness in his back and legs. The pain he had been struggling with for years didn't disappear overnight, but as he stayed hydrated, his body began to feel less tight and more flexible. The hydration helped keep his spinal discs in good shape, supporting his sciatic nerve and reducing pressure in the affected area. How do you stay hydrated? Do you struggle with remembering to drink water throughout the day? Let us know your tips for staying on track in the comments. By now, you can probably see how dehydration is closely connected to nerve and muscle health. It's not just about thirst, it's about supporting your body's ability to heal and function optimally. If your muscles are hydrated and your spinal discs are plump, the pressure on the sciatic nerve is greatly reduced, which means less pain and more mobility. The key takeaway here is that hydration should never be overlooked when managing sciatica. It's one of the simplest and most effective ways to support your body's healing process, and it can make a noticeable difference in your pain levels and overall comfort. The next tip might surprise you. It's all about what you eat. Stay tuned to discover which foods can help reduce inflammation and keep your muscles and nerves happy. So, grab that water bottle and make hydration a regular part of your day. It's a small change that can bring a lot of relief, and it's easy to do. Drink up, and let's move on to tip number 5, where we'll talk about the power of nutrition in managing sciatica pain. Tip 5. Anti-inflammatory diet. Certain foods reduce inflammation and promote healing. What you eat has a direct impact on your body's ability to heal and manage pain. If you're dealing with sciatica, an anti-inflammatory diet can be a game changer. Inflammation around the sciatic nerve is one of the major contributors to pain, so choosing foods that reduce inflammation can help soothe your symptoms and support your body's healing process. An anti-inflammatory diet doesn't have to be complicated or restrictive. Small changes to what you eat can make a significant difference in managing sciatica and improving your overall health. And the best part is, these foods are delicious and easy to incorporate into your meals. There are certain foods that are well known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Here are a few to include in your daily diet. 1. Leafy greens. Think spinach, kale and Swiss chard. These greens are packed with vitamins and antioxidants that help fight inflammation. They also provide essential nutrients for healthy muscles and bones. Incorporating more leafy greens into your meals, whether in salads, soups or smoothies, can give your body the nutritional boost it needs. 2. Fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel and sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are powerful inflammation fighters. Omega-3s not only help reduce inflammation, but also support brain health, heart health and joint function. George found that incorporating fatty fish into his meals made a big difference. One evening, he decided to make a delicious salmon dinner with a side of roasted vegetables. The next day, he noticed less stiffness in his back and legs, and the pain wasn't as intense as it used to be. A small change, but a significant one. 3. Turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Drinking a cup of turmeric tea or adding turmeric to your cooking can help reduce inflammation in the body. You can make a simple turmeric tea by boiling water, adding a teaspoon of turmeric and mixing it with honey or lemon for extra flavour. George started sipping on turmeric tea in the evenings, and he swears it helped soothe his muscles and reduce pain after a long day. 4. Berries. Berries like blueberries, strawberries and blackberries are rich in antioxidants, which help combat inflammation and protect your cells from damage. Snack on berries or add them to your yogurt, oatmeal or smoothies for a tasty way to fight inflammation. 5. Olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil contains a compound called oleocanthal, which has been shown to reduce inflammation in the body, similar to the effects of ibuprofen. Use olive oil in your salads, cooking, and even drizzling over roasted vegetables to reap its benefits. Let's bring George back into the picture. Remember, he's a retired craftsman who loves to cook. One of his favourite meals is a salmon dinner with roasted vegetables, topped off with a drizzle of olive oil and a side of steamed greens. Before he made changes to his diet, George often found himself reaching for processed foods, which didn't help his sciatica. But after learning about the benefits of anti-inflammatory foods, he started making small swaps in his meals. Now, instead of reaching for frozen meals or fast food, George prepares a home-cooked dinner full of anti-inflammatory ingredients. After just a few weeks of eating more leafy greens, fatty fish and turmeric, he noticed that his sciatica pains started to ease. The inflammation around his sciatic nerve began to reduce, and he felt more energetic and mobile than he had in months. Do you have a favourite anti-inflammatory recipe or meal you swear by? Share it with us below. We'd love to hear how you incorporate these foods into your diet. You might be thinking, how can food really help with sciatica pain? The answer is simple. Inflammation is a major player in nerve pain, and food can either fuel or fight it. By choosing foods that naturally combat inflammation, you're giving your body the tools it needs to heal itself and feel better. If you're looking for a natural way to reduce pain and support your body's recovery, an anti-inflammatory diet is one of the easiest and most effective methods. Plus, you'll be nourishing your body with nutrient-dense foods that benefit your overall health. So it's a win-win. But wait, there's one more tip that's simple but incredibly effective. It's all about movement. Stay tuned to discover how even small movements can help reduce your sciatica pain. So take a look at your next meal and see how you can make it more anti-inflammatory. A few changes could make a world of difference for your sciatica and your overall well-being. Tip 6. Use a firm mattress. Proper spinal alignment while sleeping reduces sciatic pain. Did you know that the way you sleep can have a huge impact on your sciatica pain? While most people focus on daytime activities and exercises, your sleep posture and mattress might be contributing to your discomfort during the night, and even the following day. When you sleep on a mattress that doesn't offer enough support, it can throw off your spinal alignment, leading to increased pressure on your sciatic nerve. This can result in pain, stiffness, and discomfort that may last for hours after waking up. The solution is simple. A firm mattress and the right sleep positions can work wonders in reducing sciatica pain. A medium firm mattress is often recommended for people with sciatica. The reason is that it provides the right balance of support for your spine while still being comfortable. A mattress that's too soft doesn't provide enough support, causing your spine to sag and misalign. On the other hand, a mattress that's too firm can create pressure points and make you feel uncomfortable throughout the night. The ideal mattress should keep your spine in a neutral position, maintaining its natural curve and preventing any excessive pressure on the sciatic nerve. When your spine is properly aligned, your body can relax and recover during sleep, reducing the chances of waking up with increased pain or stiffness. George, who had struggled with sciatica for years, realized that his old mattress wasn't helping his condition. He often woke up with his back stiff and his legs aching. After doing some research and consulting with his doctor, George decided to switch to a medium-firm mattress. The difference was almost immediate. He started waking up with less pain and feeling more rested. His back wasn't as tight, and he noticed that his sciatica didn't flare up as much in the mornings. It's not just about the mattress. Your sleep position plays a big role in relieving sciatica pain too. While everyone has their preferred sleeping position, there are certain ways you can adjust to minimize pressure on the sciatic nerve. Here's what you can try. 1. Sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees. This position helps maintain proper alignment in your spine. By placing a pillow between your knees, you reduce the twisting of your hips and lower back, which can aggravate sciatica pain. This simple adjustment can relieve pressure on your sciatic nerve, helping you sleep more soundly without waking up in pain. 2. Avoid sleeping on your stomach. While this may be your go-to position, sleeping on your stomach can increase strain on your lower back and worsen sciatic pain. It forces your spine into an unnatural position, creating more pressure on the sciatic nerve. If possible, try to sleep on your side or back instead. 3. Back sleeping with a pillow under your knees. If you prefer sleeping on your back, placing a pillow under your knees can help maintain the natural curve of your spine. This position reduces pressure on your lower back and the sciatic nerve, allowing your body to relax during sleep. After George switched to a medium-firm mattress, he didn't stop there. He also started sleeping on his side with a pillow between his knees. At first it felt a bit strange, but over time he noticed his body started to feel more aligned, and he woke up feeling less sore. George even invested in a new pillow designed to support his neck and spine for the best possible sleep position. He also made a point to avoid sleeping on his stomach, which had been his go-to position for years. With these small adjustments, George's pain level decreased significantly and his quality of sleep improved. He could finally rest without waking up in the middle of the night from sciatic pain, and he felt more energized in the mornings. What's your favorite sleeping position? Have you noticed a difference in your pain when you switch things up? Share your experience in the comments. Getting the right amount of quality sleep is just as important as getting the right kind of exercise or treatment for sciatica. When your body is aligned and well rested, it has a better chance of healing itself and reducing inflammation. On the flip side, poor sleep posture and an uncomfortable mattress can contribute to ongoing pain and discomfort, making it harder to manage sciatica long term. By investing in a medium-firm mattress and adjusting your sleep position, you can significantly improve your chances of waking up pain-free and ready to take on the day. But the last tip is a game changer. And it's the one George swears by. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Making the right adjustments to your sleep routine is one of the easiest ways to manage sciatica pain. So take a look at your mattress and your sleep position tonight. Small changes could make a world of difference for your sciatica relief. Tip 7. Regular physical activity. Movement is key to improving blood flow and reducing nerve compression. It may seem counterintuitive to move when you're in pain, but regular physical activity is one of the best things you can do for your sciatica. Gentle, consistent movement encourages blood flow, reduces stiffness, and can prevent nerve compression that worsens pain. Walking, swimming, and yoga are excellent choices for seniors dealing with sciatica. These activities are low impact and easy on the joints, but they help strengthen muscles, improve flexibility, and keep the spine aligned. Just 20 minutes of walking each day can do wonders. George is a perfect example. After struggling with sciatica, he started walking for 20 minutes daily. At first it was tough, but after a few weeks, he noticed less pain, more mobility, and he could get back to enjoying his woodworking. Walking helped loosen his muscles and reduce the pressure on his sciatic nerve. If walking isn't your thing, swimming can be just as effective. The water supports your body, so you can move without putting strain on your joints or back. Yoga is also great for stretching and improving flexibility in the lower back and hips, which are crucial areas for sciatic relief. What's your favorite way to stay active? Walking, swimming, yoga? Let us know in the comments. Even if you start slow, remember the key is consistency. Whether it's a quick walk around the block or a few gentle yoga stretches, incorporating just 20 minutes of movement into your daily routine can help ease your sciatica. Stay active and your body will thank you. George went from barely moving to reclaiming his mornings in the workshop, and so can you. These 7 tips are simple, but their impact can be life-changing. With the right approach, you can manage your pain and live a more active, fulfilling life. Don't let sciatica hold you back any longer. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend or loved one who might be struggling with sciatica. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected with more practical advice for a healthier, active life.